Hello, welcome back to Saving the Roman Empire with not doing a terribly good job of it really, am I? I've let slip 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces, 5 after the disastrous siege of Nova, which, if you must see again, can be found in the previous video of this Let's Play. Absolutely abysmal performance. Wondering why this place is so happy. Further research suggests it's this guy. Because he's up the Whites, Derby County supporter, he's an appalling builder, and that's it really. If I take him out, Nova will be happy, like mega content. That man is absolutely awful for public order. I'll take that down, and now they're making money. In fact, can I tax them? No, I can't tax them, that's pushing it a bit far. Never mind. So, Spain's now more or less under control. I could worry about Salamantica. It's no great skin off my nose. Up in North Africa, Servius the Executioner is on his way. Well, he seems like a pleasant enough chap. Yeah, he can land and join Appius Flavius and the rest over there. And then this boat's going to turn round and go back the other way. Because once Spain's subdued, it's time to start looking at the Berbers. The plan for this kind of campaign is, once I've sort of taken over these rebellious provinces, I'm going to slowly go through and put Christianity through the empire. Partly through, role-playing. Because you can't have a pagan Rome anymore, that's just not the done thing. And also because, the Christian shrines are better, and also they have 2 lines of buildings, both of which improve public order. You've got the temples on one side, and you've also got these hermitages. So it's monasteries and then abbeys. And they add more public order, so you get a very, very stable empire, even if the troops you produce aren't particularly good. Well, what else was it doing? Yeah, Spurius Flavius is going to join up with Valentinianus, Valentinianus, the Wrathful. And those are going to be like a mega god squad, because he's also Christian. He also hears the word of the Lord. So that's 15%, plus the sort of 50% that comes from him. You've got a 65% conversion rate. I'm going to send him, rather than sending him down to Salona, which is doing fine on its own, I'm going to send him up and say hello to the Alemanni. And since they're sort of busy all the way over there, I've half a mind to just walk in and take Vicus Alemanni, or Vicus Alemanni, just get them out of the way. It's all about sort of securing borders. If you can knock out the Alemanni, that's that sort of bit safe. You've just got to watch out for the Franks then, who are a pain. But thankfully they're graceful and neutral. We've got the Saxons there. They'll be a problem later on.
Noble master?
In the meantime, you can go and talk to Freowine. Since Merovius is in the way. Yeah, sorting out the Celts to secure the British frontier. And also need to go to Ireland to sort them out there, because these ships are just everywhere. I did manage to salvage part of a navy there. That'll be useful. So now that he's had his fun sort of knocking about with a couple of units, going to wait until Avaricum's taken. Oh god, that's going to be a challenge. And then send Marcus the Gambler with a bunch of Comia Tempestus, march him up to Salmabriva, and then march up all the way up to there to Dalrada and Tara, I think that's the settlement is. And then you can turn round and help guard the frontier. So we'll have 3 good generals across the frontier, all with an army to them, so that nobody can try anything, and that's let the front secure. Once we sorted out Spain, they're going to send an army into the Berbers, We've got two provinces, one there and one here. The game's rather suggesting that the one down here as well, which is nasty of it, isn't it? They take out those two provinces, Berbers are gone, sorted. And that's Africa safe. By which point, you've probably got problems with the Eastern Roman Empire. You can talk to the Goths. How would you like map information for a small fee? I'll say it's free money because the computer already knows where everything is. You're not actually losing anything. Sarmatians usually come down and offer a peace treaty at some point. We'll do that with Foederati. You can go to Augusta Vindelicorum. Vindelicorum, I was right first time. Whee! And now I've got a bit of money to play around with. So what I'm thinking is ports. Ports everywhere. Well, that may already be the case. Pretty much. Okay, you can build a Christian chapel, keep you content. And you can build a Christian shrine, keep you content. Ah, there we go. And you can build a port. Not many other places. Oh, I need some money for a proconsul's palace at some point. Yeah, I think everywhere that can build a port has built a port. Because naval trade is fantastic. You can't beat naval trade for making you... But now, that's enough careful management. It's time for a battle. I really didn't want to... I was hoping this would be a bit easier. I'd be able to also resolve this. Because I don't want it to be another horrendous siege battle like last time. Also, I'm going to wait until next turn when we've got all the siege equipment. All of the siege equipment. I'm paranoid about pressing the end turn button here. Let's have a look at the faction rankings. Ah, ooh. There's the decline sort of stabling off, levelling off a bit. It's funny, first turn you go up, then the rebellions happen, so you go down again, and down again. So I think that the situation's stabilised, hasn't it? Nobody's unhappy. Spain's gradually coming round to my way of thinking. I'll send that spy over. He can go over to Tingy over there. He's also a pagan, which doesn't help with the conversion process. It really doesn't help with the conversion process. You know, once you've got an extra peasant involved, they can move all these people. They can retrain in Cordoba. Anyway, let's see what happens next turn. Nothing. Yes! My old fool is finally dead. I thought he'd never die. In some of my sort of offline games, he lives to be about 74, and the man's useless. Valentarianus the Wrathful, which means that Decimus Flavius, this rather, fetching young man, good honest Roman, superior trade, expert in natural philosophy, skilled bureaucrat with proven loyalties and is very lively, is the new Roman Emperor. For all the good that does. So I don't know quite what having more money needs to be spent. Who else needed money? It's Bergadala. One of these places. Ah, yeah, Proconsul's Palace at Samara Breva. Can't afford it. Yet. Free wine. Hi, good to see you. How would you, yes you, like exclusive, whoa, no. Oof, I don't want to know where you are. How would you like exclusive offer a nice map of Roman territory? Your price, 2,000 denarii. What do you say? Maybe I'm selling it a bit cheap. Who knows? But now I've got the money to not only give them a proconsul's palace, but also yearly games to stop them being miserable. Decimus Flavius. Hey! Gnaeus Flavius is married. Decimus Flavius has got himself a siege engineer. And a philosopher. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. Right away. It is affecting the God Squad a little bit though. You're too happy. Loaths farmers. Yes, but does that affect income much? Yes. He costs 300 a turn being in there, but he maintains public order, so he can now move up to Mediolina. To prepare, they're going to be give them some games, because they're going to be unhappy next turn. Get rid of the Temple of Mithras. Have you heard about Jesus? There we go. They're not very happy. But do I care? Not really. Spend a bit of money. Paganism was causing unrest to the tune of 80. That'll fall down to 25. Ooh, that's quite a dip. So next turn, once they've had a bit of fun rioting, they should be fine. Ah, I've still got 30 erotic cavalry. Oh, how much have I been paying them? 304 upkeep. Now, I remember pointing out in my Parthian campaign, my horse archers there that are fantastic cost half that, less than half of that. Oh, it's Federati as well. I found out in the interim period. The O is silent. That's Federati cavalry, Federati infantry. Special branches of German mercenaries brought in and actually incorporated into legions. Good fighters as long as you kept them away from the Germanic frontier, where they might be tempted to 3 to 1. That was 3 to 2 before I built all the siege equipment. Okay, here we go. What I don't want to do is lose too many legions, because I'll have a hard time replacing them at the moment. There's a couple of cities in France that you can build legion barracks to replace them. And funnily enough, when you take Tara in Ireland, they can also train legionaries. Fun little fact. Anyway, while we're going through this battle, oh, look at those walls. Right. Yeah, as I say, I've actually been listening to a lot of stuff on the decline and fall of the Roman Empire. You know, just so I've got something to talk about for you guys. It's pretty tough going. You know, I have a strong constitution to deal with all the sort of the invasions and incompetent management and usurpations and mutinies and sackings. Especially if you're a Romophile, like I think Romanophile. It's a weird one. How do you attach a Greek suffix such as phile to Rome? Also, how do you get into that city square? Short answer, you don't, by the looks of it. Yeah, really, how do you get in? Yeah, I'll just attack this wall here. Clump them all together because there's safety in numbers. I don't want to spread my siege towers out too far. Now you need to go and line yourself up properly. There we go. Now you can go there. Must be hard work moving all these siege towers around. These are great big things, they're huge. I'm pretty sure one of these is going to get destroyed in the run to actually going up to the walls. And you. Yeah, the trouble with sort of Western Rome is like a let's play kind of thing, is you essentially have to play the waiting game. You're in a good position to start with if you can hold on to it, whereas everyone else has got a lot of money to start with, but they're all in fairly poor provinces. So if you hold the line and like stop rebellions and just sort of, you should be able to, from that base, build up a good tax base by building ports and all the rest of it. And how have I lined these up so badly? Yeah, just take things from there. Okay. Right. That took long enough. And everybody else can get away from the walls for a start. What's all these cameo tempses? Committed. Oh, it says committences. Committences. That sounds about right. Yeah. Proper legions. The legions. They're the legions. Now, there's loads of people on the walls, but they're all over there. Shit. You know, a bit of an error of judgment on their part. Lemitane. Now, they're spearmen. Spearmen don't do well on walls, so I have the advantage that I didn't have in my other siege, because I also had spearmen with the Federati. So, yeah, you look at the history of the Roman Empire. I mean, the fact that it lasted up to this point, what we got, 370 AD so far, 364 AD, is quite phenomenal because it suffered quite a major collapse in the 3rd century. After the 5 good emperors, finishing with Marcus Aurelius, had Commodus, who was Marcus Aurelius' son. Oh, come on! That was fine. Well, at least some of them have, anyway. If you could look lively, that would be great. You are being fired at. Commodus wasn't a very good emperor, but at least it was clear he was in charge. He was an heir from an early age. He was a co-emperor. Get in! Well, at least you're doing as you're told. Yeah, get in! God, the AI pathfinding in this. Get in the bloody siege tower! Yeah, you see that wall there? Go! Up! Or at least go into loose formation so you don't take so much damage. Go! In! Are you finally doing it? Yes! Yes you are! After losing, what, 20 of your men. Right. You need to take that tower. What's going on over here? Ah, you've broken through. So we need you to go and take that tower.
Great gods! Our soldiers have
done well this day. The walls are taken.
well this day. The walls are
But not all of them. Well, standard bearer leads from the front and gets himself killed. Well done. Now these committencies know what they're doing against Limitane. Yeah. Because these are just a holding force, basically. They're there to make sure, to hold the line until these people come in and finish the job. So, everyone who needs to be on the walls is on the walls. It's going right this time. This is what happens when sieges go right. It's very satisfying. It's going to go wrong when it's a problem. Ah, and you've finally worked out how to use the siege tower that you've been pushing along. Victory is almost a certainty, so you just keep on holding them at bay. There was some Federati infantry there. but that's no concern of mine. Because I'm in a perfect situation, because this is what combatant tendencies, this is what legions do. They fight hand to hand with the gladiators. Their spears are all well and good, but it's no good in hand to hand combat. And this is, I could hold this up all day. Or they launch their troops up at me in that position. And now those towers are firing on them. I've only lost 3% of my troops so far, that's pretty good. Sorry, I shouldn't sing along. It's offensive sensibilities. Come on, 21 minutes. Oh, this video's going to overrun. It's going to overrun. But I'm enjoying myself. Can you fire your peelie? Just stop and fire your peeler. Nah. What are you shaken for? You're winning, aren't you? Winning quite handily as well. Okay, so there's that. What's going on up here? They're just being peppered with arrows. It's great. Can you... Good, yes, right. When, so when Commodus dies, there's a bit of a to-do as to who actually takes over. So Pertinax takes over for a while, just seizes the throne, but he's not got much in the way of legitimacy, so his usurpers all over the place. Eventually he's overthrown by Septimus Severus. He's holds on to the emperorship for 18 years. It's sort of basically a military dictatorship. He puts troops in Rome and rules it with an iron fist. But at least he rules it steadily for 18 years. His son Caracalla does the same for another 14 years. No, 19 years even. And they're horrible people. It's like Alexandria. In Alexandria there was a play depicting Caracalla in a negative light. So he went to visit the city, and of course when an emperor visits a city, the leading citizens, the top people there, the merchants and the aristocrats, meet up and so greet the emperor, say welcome to our imperial city. So turn up, Caracalla just kills them, straight up, stabs them, and then razes the city. Well, sacks it. Goes into Alexandria, one of the biggest cities in the eastern part of the empire, sacks it, kills thousands because of one performance. So, you can get on with it. What's new? Since you're on the walls, can you fire at the Federatic infantry? Yes you can, but you're not going to. Since it seemed to edge towards this side anyway, can I get to the town square through here? No. Oh wait, yes you can. You just need to keep on going all the way around. Okay, you lot go over here. You can probably throw your pillar from up on top of the walls. They're steady now. They've got the confidence back, which is nice. We've got some Federati infantry, followed by more Federati infantry, followed by some Limitate spearmen somewhere else. What happened after? Yeah, there was a brief reign of somebody called Maximus, who was after Caracalla was deposed. All these emperors are deposed and assassinated, sometimes by their own troops. And then after that, Elagabalus comes in. for a glorious 4 years. He was the Major General's son, and Gilbert and Sullivan's Pirates of Penzance mentions that the Major General did something about the crimes of illegal, but he was a bit unusual. If I followed the cult of the Unconquered Sun, which had religiously ordained orgies every once in a while. Which is a bit of a problem if you're a senator. You're sort of the high-class patrician of Rome. But if the emperor wants to get into an orgy with you, how do you say how do you say no? Especially a religious one. Anyway, he's not much interested in ruling an empire, so he gets deposed by his grandmother, who put him in the place in the first place. Taken over by his cousin, Alexander somebody with the can't read my writing. He reigns for another 13 years, and after that, there's no clear succession. After that, there is 50 years of anarchy. As you have like barracks generals, as they're called, like people who've got an army behind them, go forward and said, I can be emperor, I'm going to march on Rome, make myself emperor, and they do, and then somebody else says, well, if you can be emperor, I can be emperor. So they get their legions up. And then like the legions themselves, the troops would say, well, his troops have got like imperial privilege, why aren't you emperor? So they proclaim themselves emperors. And you get people that last for like 7 years, and another one lasts for 5 years, and another one lasts for 3 years. Notable period in this is somebody takes over the Senate, just appoints somebody out of the blue called Bulbasaurus or something like that. Really unpopular, because the crowd in Rome, like the Gordian family, father and son team, who were in North Africa trying to go over, they're killed by somebody in the neighbouring province in North Africa, in Libya. Oh, they've fighting to the death. When they, let's see, also someone's got Maximus II or somebody, or Maximilian or somebody like that. It's coming down from the north, from the Danube, but it's stopped at Aquileia, which is near Venice today, and can't go any further. Now, this all sort of sorts itself out. The Gordians get killed off. Bulbasaurus steps down when he realises that he's not. Actually, he might get killed. Actually, I think he gets killed. Yeah, deposed by somebody or other. The person who was sieging Aquileia, it took so long that his troops got bored and then murdered him. They appoint the Gordians' grandchild. So there's 3 Gordians. Gordian the first and second. This is Gordian the third. Small child, about 10 or 12 when he becomes emperor. It's led by somebody called Philip the Arab. Is his known to historians as Philip the Arab, known to contemporaries as well. Is his prefect and like his regent most of the term. When Gordian III goes out in Syria, sort of. No, I'm talking too much. Yeah, gets killed. So Philip the Arab takes him on. In the midst of all this chaos, Rome celebrates 1,000 years of continuous rule. 1,000-year empire, woo! And here's to another 1,000. And you're like, yeah, right. So this carries on for 50 years until, at the very end of it, the East breaks away into the Palmyran Empire. The West, including Britain, Gaul, and Spain, break away into the Gallic Empire, leaving basically just Italy and a bit of the Balkans, and presumably Asia Minor, as the Roman Empire. And that's how Aulus finds it. Aurelian, in 270 AD. It's utterly broken. There's nothing that it seems unfixable, and in many respects it is. So Aurelian sort of first off gets the emperorship, probably because nobody wanted it at that point. Oh, that's the better way of going about it. Just push your way forward, and they just fold. Here's a good way of dealing with it. You just sort of move them forward, give them the move order, and they push their way through it, sort of cost to themselves. So move forward rather than attacking people, and then once they're in a good position, just Alt and right click, and then they'll attack from that new position, which would be devastating. So Aurelian fixes things. He's in power for 5 years and managed to defeat the Palmyran rebels in the east and the Gallic Empire in the west through sort of treachery and deception, and clemency as well in the east. Once they realised that, oh wait, this guy's not going to kill us if we return to the fold. Let's return to the fold, and they do. So I've got that gateway now. Good. Need you to walk around and capture these towers through up to about here. Can you do that for me? Or easy to run as well. Oh, German bodyguard. Oh, fire peeler. Let's see what damage we can do. Oh, yes. Right in the back as well. That's the stuff. And there's more. So many peeler. You can run in and finish them off. Have you expended your peeler now? Oh well. Okay, so what happens after Aurelian? There's another brief period of anarchy. Somebody called... oh, put down here, others. There's about 5 others. Or is it others for 5 years? One of the two. Anyway, that happens, and then Diocletian comes in and splits the empire in 2, and that's how you get to where we are today. Well, I say today, the start of this this campaign.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
I'll probably meet him later. Huh. So how many towers have you captured so far? God, this is this thing I don't like about large cities. It's just so... Oh. So much stuff to take. Okay, so... That's that. We're all going to get pelted with arrows the whole way through. So you go through there. Everybody else who's outside can go inside. Diocletian splits the empire in half. And then into quarters. It tries to form a tetrarchy. A rule of 4. You'd have two Augustii, who would each have 2 Caesars. The Caesar is an heir to the throne. The Caesar becomes Augustus on the death of Augustus. I assume they just sort of borrowed these terms from like, oh, Caesar was a good guy, Augustus is a good guy. Well, yeah, so use that in common parlance. Whoa, where do you think you're going? Run! Skirmish! Or don't. Whatever. Run! Okay, we've got some courier attempts in the way there. Or I can just charge headlong into them. Ah, and for a penny and for a pound. Another thing I don't like about siege battles is the lack of manoeuvrability. I mean, that's supposed to be the case. You know, you're not supposed to have like really big flowing sorts of things. It's just the pathfinder doesn't work very well with it, so you end up with really clumsy arrangements. Okay, everyone can gather 1, 2, 3, 4 over there, 3, 4 over here. Now I'm going to speed the video up now because this is taking too long. I've already got through like a century of Roman history at the time it's taken to the siege. But the point being that I was trying to get across was that it's amazing that the empire's lasted this long, and it's thanks to the reforms of Aurelian, Diocletian and Constantine. I never even got around to talk about Constantine, but that's for somewhere else, isn't it? So here we are at the final climactic battle. That's in speech marks if there was a case. The rest of the infantry, I assume, has just been pelted down by the towers. Always pays to get the towers. Always. I can't think of a single instance where it doesn't pay to not get the towers. Wait. Ah, they're throwing the peeler. How dare they? It's not a very good peeler though, because they're not very good troops. Get yourselves organised. And here's, you know, the general all is lonesome. Well, is that the general? I think I killed the general, didn't I? So you're wasting time by going over there. So you can just go around and do an encirclement. Finish off these first. Yeah, that's about right. Now you can charge in. In fact, no, fire your peeler and then charge in. Oh, it was the general! Oh, hurrah! Well, of course you can tell because he's wearing the helmet.
Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
Okay, so that was very long-winded. But look how few committencies were killed. Committencies. He only killed 164, which for a siege battle is very good. However, it wasn't worth the 40 minutes of your time. For that, I apologise. What it does mean is that I get to sack the place. Ooh. For an extra 16,000 denarii. Ooh. Now I do know that these people, all three of them, none of them have any idea how to run a settlement and merge them together. Probably that's committencies behind. Yeah, up the reds, up the greens, and nobody. He's probably the best of the three, but he's not very loyal, so I'm not putting anywhere near a settlement. So you, now that that's sorted, you can go back to Augusta Trevoria. You can go to Colonia Agrippa. Agrippina, even. Agrippa was the wife of Augustus. Easy mistake to make. And take them all out, and they've never been happier. Give them a very high tax rate, give them a port. Paved roads queued up. No, not got the money to queue up yet. However, spending spree! Oh, that's a very light-hearted way to look at it. Oh, never mind. Cordoba can build, I don't know, a market. It trades quite a lot, actually. Sewers, oh wait, no, roads for you. Where's Tarraco? Shipwright for you. Shipwright for River. No. Yes. Yes, a shipwright for you. A shipwright for you. Paved roads for you. Ooh. Sewers. Augusta Trevorium. Build an arena. Keep these people on the frontier. No, wait. Legion barracks. So then we can hire local legions. Londinium can build some mines, because it's a very nice tin in Cornwall. That's what the Romans saw in Britain in the first place. Sewers. And still got some money left over. Let's retrain them then. Retrain those. Why could I suddenly do so much retraining? Retrain these, and that's the money spent. Is it because of the Temple of Mithras? I think it is. Or perhaps... No, it is a Temple of Mithras. So that's one more province to the Empire, and if I carry on at this rate, it'll take hours and hours to finish this. Well, probably not. The game will speed up as we go along. What I do want to do, though, is start making some... Bring these aaaages from Ravenna, take them up to Augusta Vindelicorum. Vindelicorum, even. And... yeah. Maybe some other time then. Don't stress yourself. And in 5 turns we'll get to build Plumbitari, which are my favourite troops ever. Yes. Or Plumbitarii, I suppose. Ah, here we are. Titus Flavius, Appius Flavius, Servius Executioner. Look how happy they are there now. Appius Flavius can go over here. Maybe not. Take his friend with him. These two disloyal, drunkards, corrupts. Oh, the Greens. These two can just be an army unto themselves. I'm not trusting them with troops. I'm happy with how this is going. It's been a long episode, but I think that's a good example of a siege well done, that is. I was really pleased with that. I ought to have more comitatenses everywhere. I don't think they're terribly expensive. Yeah, 369. 369. By comparison, they cost 304. And the rubbish. Light infantry that just fold at the first sign of anything. Anyway, we're going to stop talking now. I'm also probably going to do some editing to keep this down to a reasonable size. And on that note, I will see you lot later, because this is getting quite thrilling.